The old well behind Daniel's house had been abandoned for decades. Overgrown weeds curled around its edges, and a heavy stone lid covered its gaping mouth. His grandfather had warned him as a child, "Never go near that well. It is cursed." But when his little sister Lily went missing one stormy night, the well was the first place he looked. Thunder rumbled as Daniel pushed against the heavy lid. It scraped against the stone, revealing a yawning blackness beneath. A gust of cold air rushed out, carrying something unexpected. Whispers, "Come closer. She's waiting." His breath caught. The voice was familiarly similar to Lily's, but something was off. It sounded layered, as if multiple voices spoke at once. Daniel's eyes fell on something near the edge of the well. Lily's bright red ribbon. His trembling fingers reached for it. Just as he grabbed it, a cold hand shot up from the darkness and wrapped around his wrist. A powerful force yanked Daniel forward. He scrambled, his fingers clawing at the stone, but his grip failed. He tumbled into the abyss. Darkness swallowed him whole. The air grew thick and damp as he plunged, his scream lost in the void. And then silence. He hit the ground hard, but instead of stone or water, he landed on something soft. The smell of decay filled his nostrils. As his eyes adjusted, horror gripped him. He was lying on bones, hundreds, no, thousands of them. Faint, flickering lights illuminated the cavernous space beneath the well. Figures moved in the shadows, watching him. Their bodies were gaunt, skin stretched tight over hollowed-out faces. Their mouths gaped open, whispering in unison, "You shouldn't have come." Daniel staggered to his feet, his heart hammering. Then he saw her, Lily. She stood in the middle of the cavern, her back to him. Her dress was torn, her blonde hair matted. "Lily," his voice cracked. He ran to her, grabbing her shoulders, but when she turned around, a strangled scream escaped his lips. Her eyes were black voids, her mouth was too wide, stretching unnaturally, her lips curling into a grotesque grin. "You found me, Danny." Her voice was layered, distorted. Something ancient lurked behind it. A hand touched his shoulder. He spun around to see his grandfather, but that was impossible. His grandfather had died years ago. "Leave her," the old man whispered urgently. "She's not your sister anymore." Daniel's mind reeled. "What do you mean?" His grandfather's expression twisted with sorrow. "She belongs to them now." The whispering figures pressed closer, their skeletal fingers reaching. The shadows around Lily began to writhe. If you want more horror and mysterious content, subscribe her creepy stories, like and share the video with your friends.